Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
Giggling, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, I guess we're ready to go. So welcome to Nerd Alert. We are in the Bedsole Library in our podcast studio, and I'm joined, as always, by our president, Dr. John Hoyle, and our special guests for the February edition of Nerd Alert. We've got James Lott and Mr. Derek Barry. Before we get any further into the podcast, we must ask the burning question, what is everybody nerding out about currently? Want to go first, James?
Sure. So I have been looking at law related to outer space because I really want to go into outer space. And it's kind of interesting looking at it because, like...
Did you say law?
Law, okay. Yes. Because
Space law.
It's so old. You would be so surprised. You would think, it's outer space. That's like kind of a new thing. But like the primary law source is from 1967. Like literally decades ago. It's crazy to think about that. So that's what I've been looking at is like how that
Don't tell
applies.
him that 1967 is a long time ago, or
That's
me,
true.
really.
That's true.
So
That
watch
sounds
it.
Might
pretty
have
good
to
to me.
toe the line. Yeah.
So like, how did you get into this? You've exceeded my expectations for nerdiness here, honestly.
Wow.
We should have gotten to you last.
Yeah, you
Probably
won
so.
before
Another
we even
level
get to
of
answer.
nerdiness.
Let's
Another
just
level.
wrap it up.
Okay,
Thank you
wow.
for coming, everybody.
So honestly, like I was looking at space debris because that's a big problem. Is like satellites are just floating around in space, and the issue is, and kind of how I got interested into it is there's nothing you can do about it right now, and it's because it's so old. Like this wasn't a thing, so many years ago, and so it needs to be fixed.
Okay, so space law reform.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't beat that.
Okay, well, even though no one's answer will be as nerdy as that, I guess we might as well press on. Mr. Barry, same question. What are you nerding out about lately?
Well, I guess one of the things I've been nerding out about is I've been watching reruns of The X-Files lately, and
Love the X-Files.
been getting into that just for my amusement. And I guess I've also been preparing for my rock and roll class coming up in the spring. I've been listening to a lot of the Spencer Davis
Oh, cool.
group lately
Those are
and
cool. Those
enjoying
aren't
that.
nerdy at all. The X-Files, I definitely watched all those episodes. We used to have a regular watch party in the 90s. We would watch it like I guess it came on Sundays, I think. It originally aired on Sundays.
yeah.
Did you
Okay.
watch them
Of course,
initially when they came out?
religiously.
So they should have had an episode about space law.
Yeah. They should have.
Really cool.
For sure.
Do you like the running episodes one with or do you like the individual?
I kind of like the running conspiracy with the smoking man and
Okay.
all of that. That's even more intriguing to me.
Okay.
I bet it all, in retrospect, seems tame with all the crazy conspiracy theories we deal with nowadays.
Yes, I think so.
Well, I'm nerding out about the new Muppet Show that just came out this week. It's a reboot, I guess, if you want to use that word, of the old, and it is
Muppet Show.
exactly, and this is a very good thing, exactly like the old real Muppet Show. Seth Rogen, the comedian, produced it. It's the same set. It's got the little windows, the same song. It feels exactly the same, but of course it has, contemporary stars on it. I don't know, did anyone else watch it? Did you guys watch it?
I
I
did
have
not.
Watch it. Okay. It's got Sabrina Carpenter's the musical guest, just like they always had, in the past. And she's perfect. She is kind of a Muppet. She's very campy. Everything about it was absolutely perfect. So I assume Seth Rogen, I'm sure, watches and listens to Nerd Alert. So Seth, if you're listening, make sure you make some more episodes immediately because we need more. I thought it was absolutely perfect. I'm very much nerding out.
And this
about
is an inside joke, but I noticed that Kermit the Frog's nephew did make an appearance, and his name is?
oh man, his name
Rip-
Robin.
Robin the Frog.
Robin the Frog.
Robin
That's
the
right.
Frog. Okay.
Yes, and I think Dr. Hoyle thinks that Robin is somehow derivative and not as good as Kermit, but I think that Robin is a great character.
Yeah, he's
in
not
his
quite
own right.
Scrappy Doo, but
Do you guys even know? Do you know who Scrappy
I
Doo
do not.
is?
I do. I guess of course. I'm old enough to remember Scrappy Doo.
Well,
I'm out of the loop here.
yeah.
Might have to start nerding out.
That was
nerding out
in the
about it.
days of
Maybe-
Saturday morning cartoons. Was the only time you could
I think
see
you should
cartoons.
focus on space law and don't worry about
Yeah,
Scrappy
you're-
Doo. Just
Maybe.
You're doing way
pure.
better than us.
But-
Yeah, you're not missing
Space law.
anything. All right, well, Dr. Hoyle, I'm sort of scared to ask you what you're nerding out about because it appears you brought some props.
yeah, sorry to be the carrot top of this group,
Oh,
but
dear.
I brought props.
Okay.
My family went on a vacation over the Christmas break, and we saw an amazing juggler. He juggled like 25 rings at a time, knives and all sorts of other things. And so I was inspired by him, and I have been practicing juggling. So you've got to suffer through it right now.
Okay, here we
So
go.
we'll probably screw this up, but let's see.
Wow.
Okay.
It's hard to do sitting down, but
That was
there
great.
you go.
Okay, that was
There you
I-
go.
Enough of
Oh, wow,
that.
yeah, very good. Very
Hey,
good.
I'm impressed. There we go.
All right.
I've actually seen him juggle other things more difficult.
It's hard to do sitting
objects,
down.
too.
Didn't you
He's a good
Didn't
juggler.
you get to juggle basketballs?
Yeah, I can
University
juggle
of Pennsylvania?
basketballs, and I
seen
did
him
buy
do it.
some knives, and then I tried it for the first time. I did cut my leg pretty bad, and so I put those down.
Yes.
Little
And
more
I'll get back
practice.
to you when I've mastered the knives.
You have to set a good example for the students, please.
Yeah, I really thought they would be rubber and safe, and they're not. They came in the
Don't
mail.
try this at home.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't
No.
do that.
Yeah, I can't bring them to school. No.
No.
Well, since we are here with some historians, and it's February is Black History Month, so we're here to talk about historical research and history in general. And we have a very important, highly scientific device that we're going to start with the Slang-O-Matic generational translator. So, as students of history and teachers of history, you guys should be well versed in this. I'm going to need. We have some other to get the scientific data that we need. We also are going to need some help from our production crew. So you guys weigh in with some of these. Okay. So this divides slang into Boomer, Gen X, Millennial, and Fire. And I said
No
Gen
Jones.
Z, not Fire. No Jones.
Jones, okay.
That is what is that? The later. Is
That's
that
in
Boomer?
between.
That's close
Gen
enough.
X and
Boomers
Boomers.
And
Gen
you'll
X.
find for a
That's
lot
what
of
I
these,
call
we're on-
myself,
We're
Jones.
on the cusp. Okay, so anyway, okay, so since this would, I think, apply to like juggling. When you juggled, you did a great job. Okay, so a boomer would say, nailed it. Okay, according to this, a Gen X would say what? Does anyone have an answer for this?
Awesome.
Crushed it.
Crushed it.
Yes, you're right.
Again, this is a highly scientific
I would've
and
got that one
objective.
eventually.
Okay. Millennial. Do we have any millennials in the studio that would like to say? What would you say for that? Do you have an answer?
If you crushed it.
Yeah, I was gonna go with nail it. So I guess
see, there's a lot. That's a boomer one, or what did you
Okay,
say?
boomer.
Or Jones.
Jones, yes. And then, okay, according to this scientific device, the millennial slang is killed it. And then Gen Z, any of our Gen Zs want to weigh in? And anyone from the production staff want to weigh in also? What's the word for nailed it, crushed it, killed it?
Slayed.
It could be Slade.
Slade.
It
Gotta
could,
be
I definitely
Slade.
go
They
with
say it all
Slade.
the time.
it could be.
It could be.
I slayed.
Is it?
No.
Oh.
This says something else. Anybody?
No.
Kids behind the scene kids want to weigh in? Lola, I see you shaking your head. You got every single one of these right before we started. 8. Apparently it's 8.
Okay, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Not the number 8, mind you, but like.
I ate it.
Right.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
I like that one.
Okay, this one we should get this one. Okay, this means so if a boomer would say no bull, Gen X might say, according to this, anybody? This says no joke.
No S expletive.
That no, there's no. Okay, that's good. So what about a millennial for no bull, no joke? This says it's okay. It's okay. No lie, according to
Oh,
this.
yeah,
Again,
okay.
this is this is scientific here. And what about our Gen Zs? What's now? This is a really good one. I can remember a student actually teaching me this slang.
For real.
Gonna go with no cap.
It
I
could,
Heard it. I heard the right answer over there.
What?
Say that again.
No cap.
No cap. Correct.
Okay.
Very good. Okay.
Wow.
Really, really good. Okay.
I heard that.
These are kind of fun. So if something is yucky, what might a boomer word be for yucky? This is a totally normal word. I don't even consider this to be slang.
Gross.
Yes.
Gross.
Very
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
Okay, and then Gen X apparently says
Nasty.
grody.
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 I
But
don't think
according to
grody.
this, millennials say nasty. Okay, and Gen Zs, I feel like you guys come on the strongest here with the slang.
really. For yucky?
Gross. Nasty.
Vile.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Strong word.
Okay, we're gonna do one more and then we'll move on. Okay, so
Proper
this is
wording.
like news, gossip. You're finding out the boomers.
Scoop.
Yes, very good. I have to say, Dr. Will, all your boomer answers, all your answers
This is
have been
bad for me.
boomer answers.
411.
Yes,
411. There you
that's
go.
right. That's right. Millennials, anybody?
Uh,
Mr. Floyd, you're zero for zero.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm
How?
kind of an old soul, so I might be the wrong person
Oh,
to ask.
so that's why, of course.
I was gonna say like the inside scoop.
Nope, that's the boomer one.
Oh, wow.
The deets.
The D.
All right,
Wow.
kids and little,
D.
our youngest
Yeah,
kids,
for the-
Gen Z, what is it called? Now, you guys know this one.
The T.
The
yes,
T.
the T. Very
There we
good.
go. I got one.
Okay, really good. So now that we've established,
Spilling the tea.
that's right. So now that we've established this highly academic
Yes,
tone,
for sure.
I do want to genuinely talk to you guys a little bit about your historical research, which is the sort of the ostensible point of you guys being here. So you guys worked together on a research project for Research Fellows last year. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
About the one last year or this year?
Well, you guys are you working together this year too?
Yes.
Yes, we're working on one
Well,
this
tell us about
year.
both of them. Give us just tell us about your whole journey here together.
Awesome.
You want to start? Go
Sure.
ahead, yeah.
So last year's project, we looked at the last slave ship that came to America was the Clotilda, and it landed right in Mobile. And the people from that ship settled around in Africatown. And so we were looking at the local Africatown and tying it in with that community and the local cemetery.
That's right. I remember we all went on a research trip to the cemetery on a
Yes.
terribly hot day, and that was where it all started. And you guys made a poster and did research from that. So what are you doing again? How many projects are you doing this year?
2.
Are you in this project again this year?
Yes.
What are you guys working on this year?
This year we're working on the 1969 protests of the American Junior Miss pageant by a civil rights organization called NOW.
Okay.
The National Organization of Workers. No, excuse me, not national, the Neighborhood
Oh, yeah.
Organization of Workers, which was a relatively new civil rights organization that was trying to take different tactics of pursuing civil rights than the traditional civil rights leaders in the city of Mobile.
And you're focusing on an event that took place at a beauty pageant, right?
Yes.
A protest at a beauty pageant.
Yes,
okay.
quite literally, in the Mobile
So were
Auditorium.
records kept of that?
Yes, we found a book and a master's thesis.
And there is a New York Times post about the protest as well.
And we went to the archives and went through. We found some really cool, like redacted FBI files. They had
Yes.
a mole in
In
the,
the-
They did.
Wow.
This was-
organization. So we got to photocopy all of that and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was very interesting because, like a lot of civil rights organizations at the times, they did this to Dr. King and others too. The FBI infiltrated it. They were so worried about it and had their own mole.
Yeah, we found a file where they mentioned that they suspected the person and everything. They switched
Yep.
them out. It was pretty. It was
Wild.
I felt cool. when we
That
were
sounds
looking at it.
amazing.
And you're doing a research project too, a history.
We are.
kind of-
We're going to investigate the music of Outkast and tie that into Afrofuturism and pessimism. And so it's been really fun. The students that I have working with me are amazing, and I can't wait to wrap the project up. And I'll say this about James. You've actually worked on 3 research projects.
I have.
You've gotten so much value out of the Fellows Research
For
Program.
sure, yes.
You are going to be a published author soon, and just tell us a little bit about that amazing research opportunity. you
Yes.
had.
So I was able to connect with professors at the University of South Alabama, and kind of a 180 flip from history. We're looking at engineering and tying that in with like electrical power. And so we're looking at transformers that power giant buildings and seeing what makes them work, what doesn't make them work, and finding ways to know when they're not going to work and publishing that.
And the best part, well, yeah, we're having a paper has been accepted into a conference, and every single piece of email that we get from the conference lists just James. There are lots of other kids on the project.
Yes.
You list your other, anyway, it says James Lott and co-authors, and everyone's really mad. And
Yes.
we call the rest of them
Yes.
co-authors. So
I'm mad, I'm
why
mad.
don't we just briefly mention their other names, if you would say their names. Who do we have?
Sure. Reed Onderdonk, Brian Wynn, Angeline Welsh, and Eden Fillingham.
Co-authors no more.
Yes.
We'll name them. So yeah, we're going, James and some other, and the authors are going, some of the co-authors are going up to Huntsville in March to a conference. So yeah, you
Yeah.
guys have both been to conferences with research, so everyone's
So
keep
being
up
a
the good work.
published author in high school is pretty amazing.
Yes, sir.
Your college professors are going to love to hear about
Yes,
those
for sure.
experiences.
And
Very cool.
Something I like about the program that happens naturally, which is the sort of good-natured competitiveness of it. So I noticed before we started, you guys were both comparing how far your projects were along, and I got very excited. So how far along are you in your project?
We have our first draft. Okay, we're working on the first draft,
Dr.
editing
Bell.
it.
Yeah, shots fired.
Yeah.
Because we don't have our first draft complete yet. We have about 10 solid pages. We still need to look at Outkast's last album and do some analysis of some lyrics there. But after we do that, we'll write our conclusion, make sure our bibliography is correct. And while I'm saying this, I'm realizing we're kind of far away from a finished project. So we need to continue.
Well, you've got 10 pages. That's
But we're
Yeah,
good.
for
Well, it's nice. Thank you for encouraging us. This is so far behind you guys. It's nice. They did, they tried to set it.
not that far.
We appreciate
But the
it.
research forum is my favorite day of the year at ASMS. I love it.
To
I
do
love when
that,
alumni
yeah.
come back. I love when they
Sure.
grill our students about their research. It's so fun to see.
Speaking of grilling and historical documents, I found a very important historical document in the library. It's the yearbook from 2008. And I came across 2008.
Wow.
And lest you say something like, I don't remember.
It can only be something embarrassing about us, John.
I sense that right now.
Because
There's
we were the only
dread.
ones
Yeah.
around in
I mean,
2008. Yeah, we were
Embarrassing
the only
is a
ones
relative
around.
word. I have a photo here of you two gentlemen.
I knew
You're
it was.
standing on the roof. You're both wearing matching seersucker suits, and I
Oh,
can't.
boy.
I don't know what on earth you might be doing in this.
We're both
picture.
pretty skinny back then.
Yes, I remember that photograph. I
What on earth
remember.
were you
Oh
doing?
yeah, we're actually, John. This is really embarrassing because we're doing gang signs
You're doing
here.
Oh my God!
Yes.
What? Were you guys-
in our seersucker suits? That's
Were you in a gang? Is that how you met?
Yes, we are in the OG ASMS gang
Show that
where
to
we have
Dr.
worked
Hoyle.
here now for going on 21 years.
Because
So
really, you guys have.
My
You both, so you both work.
OG gangsters from
What?
the
I don't need to see it. I lived it. I
What are
lived
you
it.
doing? Why? Are you
I
doing
forgot about that
Do you know
photo.
why you're
We
out
were
here?
tricked. We were tricked by the student who
Students.
took our picture, and they
They
said,
made
"Make
us
this
do it."
hand sign."
Got it!
And we
Got
were
it.
too stupid to not play along.
Well, this says you're being straight up G's for your yearbook. So this is
Okay,
this
I'm
is
flushed now. I'm embarrassed.
Empirical proof.
There's
that
nothing more gangster than wearing a
Seersucker.
pleated, cuffed
Oh, for
Seersucker.
seersucker suit.
Yeah. So
Is straight up G's, is that millennial slang? Is that where
such a
does
great
that rank?
callback.
Oh boy,
that's Gen X.
Okay,
I
good
think
to know.
that's Gen X.
we've
we
been
go.
through a lot.
I'm not sure anybody ever said that. Yeah, you guys have
21 years, we've been through a lot.
There's a ton of pictures of you
That
guys
is
together.
good.
That's okay. We can move
Yes,
this
yeah, I know.
conversation along.
I wanted to hear some more about some of the things you guys have done together in the 21 years that you've worked here together.
Well, we've cleaned out pretty much every storage closet several times. We've renovated things. We've painted every dorm room. What have we not done? I'll give you an example. That's a good one. When we needed more room in the cafeteria, we figured out that we could clear the stage off. It was from top to bottom, left to right,
Junk.
back to front, filled with junk.
Junk. People just
Wow.
used it as a storage
It was
area.
just junk. And now we use it to eat. I mean, we have tables up there and we eat up there. So the fruits of our labor were that now we get to have a table on the stage and we eat.
Let's not mention what's now the maker space. How many
Cleared
times
that
we
out 2
cleaned out?
times.
That was just storage area.
Well, you haven't only cleared out closets, although it seems like that. I mean, I've seen some pictures of you guys going to New Orleans together. I mean, even way back then.
That was a special project.
Yeah, okay.
That
That was fun.
was
Special
that was a
projects
very
and-
cool special project. We had a ball in New Orleans. Yeah.
We've taken students to Jazz Fest. We got rained on for half the day, but that was also fun.
Yeah. So what? I guess now we can move on to a question you wanted to ask some of the other students around campus too, but we can start here in this room first.
Well, so I asked some students today about what makes a memorable class. And what I mean by that is not a class meaning like from August until like the end of the term. I mean just an hour. What makes for an hour-long memorable class? And I say this because I showed up to 10th grade and Mrs. Olga Holcomb had us dissect a sheep's eye. And I'll never forget it. It was so amazing. She brought those sheep's eyes to the classroom. They smelled terrible, but we knew from day one we were going to learn some serious biology. And she was awesome, and I'll never forget that memory. So what is it for you guys?
James, you want to go first?
Yeah, I know for me, I took a course called Anatomy and Physiology, and on one of the lab periods we walked in and there was a bunch of medical equipment laying around, stethoscopes, blood pressure like measures and stuff, and we got to learn how to use those kind of things, and that connection to like the stuff you see in the medical office is really cool. And it also gave me a newfound respect for my pediatrician because it's a lot harder to use those than I thought it was. And I think I read my blood pressure is about 180 over 40.
That's high.
Yeah, very high. And so, yeah, I think I messed that one up.
Mr. Berry, what about you?
I'm going to go with, I guess, one of my biggest memories from high school was when I walked into class one day, and my favorite, he was a history teacher who I'm still in connection with, so he had an effect upon me. And he was very sad and really could not teach that day because it was the day that right after John Lennon was assassinated. And, you know, I didn't at that time really know a whole lot about the Beatles, but we kind of talked about it then, and just the way it affected him, the human, you know, he wasn't teaching, he was really kind of shook up and wanted to talk about it. And I think, you know, you guys know that I'm a big Beatles fan and John Lennon fan, and maybe that had something to do with it.
I have always wanted to know, who is your favorite Beatle? Is it John Lennon? Is John your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Do you have
It's hard, yes.
Have you heard of the Beatles, young man?
I have.
That is, okay.
I think Mr. Berry would get pretty angry at me if I
That's right.
said I didn't after his rock and roll class. But yeah, I think it's probably John, especially like his single career a little bit as well, for sure.
And I noticed that even though you've taken class with all of us, you didn't mention any of our classes as your most memorable.
It's
That's
okay.
Yes,
It's okay.
yes.
It's all right.
Okay.
And I have,
Water under the
Have you been in
bridge.
their movies class?
I have been in their
I
movies
bet
class.
you enjoyed that. I
very
know
fun.
you enjoyed that.
what was your favorite movie you watched in our movies class?
I think
Not to put you on the spot.
it's a tough one. I
Going
think
off card here.
it might be Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Just a classic.
Oh,
Indiana
yes.
Jones.
Love it.
Close to a
Love it.
perfect movie.
That's true.
Yes.
Well, so
Very
now
good.
I think we have some your man on the street interview, Dr. Hoyle. So we'll roll that and see what the other kids at ASMS said.
What makes for a memorable class?
I think the most memorable class that I can remember was Mr. Berry's Social History of Rock and Roll. And the first day that I came in, we immediately went to the start of music, and it was uncut and it was real. And I knew that it was going to be a great class from that day on.
That's awesome. Thank
Yes,
you.
You're welcome.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
What makes for a memorable class?
Okay, so I know in physics with Dr. Byrne, what he does for every example, he has like a different animal for every example, and so we'll have done like 10 examples, and by the end we'll have like a whole zoo, and it's really funny because we lose track every time.
Most memorable classes are the ones that build experiences. Like during my second term, we did a study on epidemiology and tracking viruses using like their genetics and things like that. We got to do jet electrophoresis and all that.
I think having the teacher be really enthusiastic about what they're teaching and having the class also be really interested.
One time during ecology, we went out to the yard and counted weeds for the class.
That's pretty good. Okay, thank you. All right, we're back. That was Rose saying that her most memorable class was picking weeds out on the lawn.
That makes sense.
We'll transition to something way more exciting, which is Mardi Gras. It is carnival time in Mobile. Mobile is the original Mardi Gras. I'm from New Orleans. You don't want to get me started on that debate.
We're proud of you for coming here and saying that out loud. That's
Thank you.
growth. That's really good.
It's sort of like Mobile is the place where you drive through to get to the New Orleans Mardi Gras. But anyway, we'll bring it back to the king
He
cakes.
started off so
I started off so
behaving
well.
so
I
well.
love
Let's
Mobile.
Please eat something and stop talking.
So
How about
we're
that?
going to taste test king cakes. We have 3 in front of us.
All right.
And we're not going to tell you where they're from, but we're going to go from 1 to 3.
So we'll start with one. Everybody
Start
got
with
their
one.
Let's try
Okay.
let's try 1.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
A little dry.
A little dry, I'd say.
Very sprinkly.
Very sprinkly. Yes.
Not cloying, not overly sweet. Pretty good texture. Not too much sugar. Not the goopy icing.
I think it's got too much sugar and it's too dry.
Yeah, it's dry
I
though.
haven't
bit,
tasted the
yeah.
rest of them, but
A little bit.
Let's try number
it's
2.
sweet. Okay, number 2.
Number 2 sort of resembles a cupcake.
Got a lot going on here. Uh-oh.
Pretty good. I'd say
I think
better
I
than
like-
1.
Yeah, I like this one better.
I
It's
want to
more
dip the
moist.
first one in the
Yes,
second
definitely.
one. It's really improving that.
Compared to now that I can compare. This
Very
one's
buttery.
much moist.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Better.
Okay, we're doing pretty well here.
Going to 3?
Going for 3 now.
So far, I like 2 over 1.
Yeah, I
Of
think
course.
so too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to 3.
There's a lot of cinnamon in this
For
one.
sure.
I like that,
Much more
though.
cinnamon than the other.
But very moist too.
And moist. Mm-hmm.
Being from New Orleans, we had king cake every single Friday during carnival season growing up in elementary school. And if you got the baby, that meant that you had to buy the next king cake. And I swear to you, when I taught high school, it still continued, but we had a man that we worked with. I won't mention his name, but I swear to you, in the
this is not ASMS.
in the teacher's
Okay.
lounge of the high school that I worked with in New Orleans, I swear to you, we saw that man eat the baby.
Oh my
So he
goodness.
would not have to buy the next king cake.
God, I'm sorry.
I swear that happened.
That's
I like 3. I think 3 was moist. It
I
wasn't
do
too
too.
sweet.
I
It
like-
was what a king cake should taste like.
I do think that 3 is more of a king cake, but I guess I don't like king cake that much. I guess I like cupcakes more. I must, because I liked 2 more. Although if you told me it wasn't a true king
It's
cake,
not a true king.
I would agree.
It's
Okay.
a cupcake.
Right.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry, James, to put you on the spot.
I think I stand with 3 a little bit more.
Okay.
Good
I like
job, James.
I like the cinnamon, a little bit more cinnamon than the second
right.
one I felt.
So which one, I don't know where these are from. Which one did we pick? What's the winner?
Okay, so number 1 is from the local Publix. So
Okay.
kind of not surprised you
That
guys-
wasn't good.
Right.
No.
Number 2 is a local place that is frequented by a lot of ASMS faculty and staff. That is Bake My Day.
Ooh, I like
Number
Bake My
2.
Day.
Yep, we go there.
We sure do.
And number 3, kind of the ultimate local place, is Pullman's Bakery.
Okay.
Well, that
They
makes
win.
sense.
I
Okay,
like
well-
number 3 the best.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm
think so,
glad.
too.
I feel like we made the right choice.
Do we have
also.
more? Because this was a small piece. I might need another
If we
larger
got like
piece.
a big cup of coffee, I think we could probably put a little.
We have plenty and don't want to take it home, so please eat more when the show's over.
Well, we're almost out of time, but it's time for the Nerd Alert Triple Threat, which is where every week we have our guests and we ask them the same 3 questions. So, James, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Who do you think is the biggest adult nerd on campus?
That's a tough one. I think
Is it?
it's Mr. Dolbear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Not Mr.
like
Barry, right?
It's
I know
close,
that.
it's close.
It's not you. Sorry.
I know. Oh.
Mr. Barry, same question. Who do you think is the biggest adult nerd on campus?
You know, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with Mr. Dolbear also.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
This is pretty
we're,
good.
We're getting some good data.
So far, we've only had 2 answers.
Yep.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
Kevin Dolbear and Dr. Mitch Fry.
Okay, yeah, reasonable.
Yeah. Okay, so who is your favorite hero of fiction?
Ooh, I think I really like Yoda from Star Wars.
Yoda from Star
He
Wars.
was
Okay,
my
very good.
favorite growing up, for sure.
All right, great. Mr. Barry, same question.
I guess my favorite, I'm going to go with nostalgia growing up. I really loved
You know who I am?
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, excellent. That's great.
I'm going to go with him
All
in
right.
the nerd fashion.
Maybe one day someone will say their biggest adult nerd is also their favorite hero. We haven't gotten there yet, but I'm hoping we have a few more episodes. All right, and now I'm a little scared to go to question number 3. Dr. Hoyle's hot take of the month.
Oh boy. Well, we're going to stay on the sweets theme. What do you think is better? And my wife and I go back and forth about this all the time because people have birthdays and they like to celebrate them, and it's always a cake. And I love pie. We don't have pie very often. It's always cake. So I think the question is, do you prefer cake or pie? Because I much prefer a delicious pie over cake.
That's a
Guys,
good question.
That's a tough one.
Good
this
one.
is-
I'm gonna
some-
defer
Boston
to-
cream, banana cream.
Yes, I think I think especially if you include ice cream, I think pie wins 100%.
No, we're not including
why do you
ice
include
cream.
ice cream?
An ice cream pie?
Ice cream is not even mentioned.
Ice
at
cream
all.
on a la mode, he's
Yeah,
talking.
like a little
la
apple
mode.
pie.
Oh, with
Yeah,
pie.
a little
Okay.
ice cream with
Yes.
apple pie.
Okay, now I'm with you.
You're
I think
understanding
that-
Professor
mhm.
K.
I think
Apple
that
pie
is-
with vanilla
You
ice
freaked
cream.
out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Apologize.
I thought he
Give
was
him a break.
changing the rules on it.
No, no,
This is
no.
crazy. Okay, so pie with
yeah, I
ice
think pie,
cream.
yes.
Okay.
We'll allow it.
Rough question, it all depends
This is
upon the
hard-hitting
type of cake,
journalism.
the type of pie, but I'm going to go with pie also.
Okay.
Wow, this is good.
So it's you.
What about
Hot
you?
take pie for sure.
Yes.
Any,
Okay.
I mean,
This is unanimous.
I just feel like there's more kinds of pie.
It's more kinds. That's what I mean.
You know?
You get a good pie like blueberry or pecan. And,
Sure.
Sure.
And plus the ice
pecan's my
cream,
favorite.
which
Yes.
you innocently brought up.
Exactly.
Would anyone? What about our production? What do we got going on over there? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna have to agree with the apple pie with vanilla ice cream, but they both have to be fresh. Fresh
Okay, well,
apple pie with fresh
and all of
Himalayan
these
ice cream.
questions, we assume like the ultimate version of whatever. Obviously, you'd have the best version of whatever it is. Miss Lola, what do you think?
I am not a big pie person,
Uh-oh.
so I'd probably say cake.
Okay.
I don't like the texture of cooked fruit usually.
Well,
Okay.
that there are a lot of fruit pies. It's true. Would anyone else? Our millennial over there, Mr. Floyd. Bonus points if you use millennial slang to describe it. Just kidding.
Okay, I believe cake is fire.
Okay, really good. So cake is fire. Okay, well, we think pie is out of sight. So I guess
Groovy.
that settles it's groovy.
Boy, that's so boomer.
Okay, well, I think we've settled another. Thanks to everybody for joining us for another week of another month, I should say, of hard-hitting journalism, scientific debate, that kind of thing, research. So thanks everybody for coming. Thank you guys very much.
Thank
for
you,
coming.
guys.
And I think we should just get back into that king cake now.
Yeah, let's go find some
Thank
bigger
you.
pieces of
Yes,
cake.
very good. Thanks
for
for
having
coming.
us.
Thank you.